We're now going to show you how to derust a chassis rail. We've got a caravan outside which is about 25 years old with pretty heavy rust on the chassis. First of all, we're going to use our Action Gel to remove the rust. It's a thick formula, and in a 1 litre it has a trigger, so you can just spray it on the chassis rail and it'll hold on and do the job. It'll remove the rust. Unlike other rust removers that are watery and run off and don't really have the opportunity to remove the rust like this does. Once that's off, we'll rinse it off, let it go totally dry, and once it's totally dry, we'll apply our Rust-Proof Clear in aerosol form. What it'll do, it'll seal the surface, it'll prevent rust, it'll stop impurities like sand and dirt and grime sticking to the metal. So it'll form a barrier which can be easily cleaned and rinsed off. If it's a clear that you're not after, if you're after a black look, once it's derusted, you can put a primer on it, use a black, and then you can top coat with Rust-Proof Clear. So that's the beauty of it. It's an all-in-one protection coating if you want that look. If you don't want that look, it can go over the top of a pre-existing coating. The other benefit of Rust-Proof Clear is it can be used on hot dip gal. So if you've got galvanised coating on your trailers, caravans, or 4-wheel drives, and you want to maintain that look, if you put Rust-Proof Clear on it, it'll stop that white powdering occurring on the surface. Now the white powdering is meant to happen, so what it is, it's a reaction on the surface, and basically gal is protecting the metal underneath it. But this will prevent that powdering from occurring. It'll always give you a shiny, clear, wet look. If you have a new 4-wheel drive car or caravan and you want to protect it, we strongly recommend using Rust-Proof Clear from the start. It can go over your existing chassis rail paint. The beauty of it is it's quick drying. It doesn't leave a smell like fish oil. It's got no scent after it cures. And you're only looking at half an hour between coats. It comes in aerosol or liquid form. So if it's a larger vehicle that you want, or if you want to use it commercially, it can easily be put in an airless spray gun. This caravan has a lot of rust on the chassis, so what we're going to do is use the gel to remove the rust, and then we're going to treat it with the Rust-Proof Clear. The beauty of the gel is, because it's a thick consistency, it'll actually bond to this vertical surface and hold on, whereas other rust removers do not have that luxury. The beauty of Action Gel is, even though it's a thick consistency, it can still go through this trigger, so the 1 litre is sold with a trigger, which makes it easy to apply for jobs like this. Otherwise it can be applied by brush. So just going to use the trigger to spray the gel onto the chassis. You layer it on nice and thick. There we go. So we'll just let that dissolve the rust. We'll come back in about 15 or 20 minutes, hose it off, and then it'll be ready to paint. So this is about 10 minutes in. The gel has dissolved it. You can see the gal chassis rail, it's made it really bright. So if you look at the end of that, it's really cleaned off the gal, but more importantly, the rusted chassis rail above it, you can see the rust just, it's been dissolved and it's just running down. So what we're doing now is just rinsing it off. The idea of gel is not to let it dry on the surface. Let it do its job. Then rinse it off. You can see it's really clean metal now. So I've got nice clean chassis ready to coat. So wipe over with thinners just to get rid of all the moisture, and it's ready to prime and paint. Or what you can do is put, it depends on the look that you're going for, you can do that and use a black paint, primer black paint, and then put our clear, the rust-proof clear over it. Or if you want to just hold it at bay and you don't care about the way it looks, you want a quick drying product which is durable, you can use our rust-proof clear, which is the next step. So we'll just show you that now. So half an hour between coats, 3 coats, and you've got a really good durable coating for your chassis. So we put the second coat of clear on. You can see it's a clear, hard, fast drying coating. We've also done on the gal here. So what's happened, the gal, if you look up here, it was quite tarnished. The gel's basically removed the tarnish, it's been hosed off, and we've put a clear on the gal also. And what the clear does on new gal, or gal that's been restored like this, is it stops it powdering, so it'll always retain that look. The chassis rail, as you can see, it's got a nice thick coating on it, and it'll create a waterproof barrier, and if it goes off-road, any sand will easily wash off it. It's next day now, and you can see it's dried up. It's a very hard, clear coating, both top and bottom. I've got a bottle of water here. I'm just going to show you how water beads off it once the coating's on there. You can see that water will not, up in the top chassis rail, you can see it beading up the top there and just running off. And that's the beauty of the product. It's very hard for any impurities to stick to it. And if they do, it's easily washed off.